Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd come in and just do a craft with me. So I recently made this 3D project. It is some little mini milk cartons, and if you can open them up, you can put in some little embellishments, and I thought I would come on here and embellish the box with you. So I know that the first thing that I want to do is I want to put some trim on here just to kind of give it some detail. I've got this like Maggie Holmes inspired trim, so I thought I could put some of that on. I'm kind of going to do like this and then a little bit of trim, like this on all of them and then a different style of trim on the second piece. I think that'll look a bit cute. So to make this little milk carton, the little milk cartons themselves was a Bambi tutorial, so I'll link that one down below. But the carry case was a tutorial from a lady on YouTube. I'll link her video down below. It was really cute, so I just wanted to use that box. I did have to make 4. The Bambi tutorial only has 3, so I did just make an extra piece, but that's okay. So this is some of the ribbon that was in my my Bash or Stash kit. So I think I'll use a piece of this as one of my pieces. I might use one of these as well. So this is like a good way to use your trim, and you're kind of also gifting like a little mini piece of trim as well. That's kind of how I like to. Is that too blue? Yeah, it's gonna be too blue. I have this scrap of trim that was gifted to me, so I might also use this one as well. Like I said, this is more of a talky video, just decorating this little box here, and you know, if I'll share some ideas that I have whilst I'm decorating. I think this could be kind of cool. Maybe not that one. I do have some eyelash trim as well. So I always feel like this is very Christmassy. It doesn't feel, it doesn't like feel like you can use it for other things. It feels very Christmassy to me, so I don't tend to use it very often. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to take the 2 pieces like this, lay them over the top of each other, fold them over the box, and then clip them on. Now, I'm thinking actually I might just clip them on one side just to add a little bit of extra interest, and I'll just fiddle around with this piece here. There we go. I like that. I have some glittery pegs in my stash, so I think I will grab those out and see if I like them better with this, because these just feel a little plain and a little boring. So here's my little container of just little doohickeys. So I'm going to grab 4 pegs out and just see if they look, yeah, I think I'm going to like them better. I just think these are a little bit plain. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing but replace the peg with the glittery one. Yes, okay, I like that. It's just a little bit more detail, a little bit more fancier. So, and I know I want to do like a little charm coming off the side as well. So I'll probably have to do a really big one. Come on, focus camera. Good. And I'm going to just use my crocodile, punch a hole. I made this quite thick so that nothing would fall apart. Now, what colour do I want? I just got sequins all over the floor. I think I'll go with the pink because there's a lot of gold going on already. And this will kind of tie in a different shade of pink, so I'm not always focusing on kind of like this darker shade. Now my eyelets that I have are just a little bit bigger than the standard hole punch size, so I will have to just make it slightly bigger. And then I push it in. Oh. It's not going in. Oh, that should work perfectly. Good, beautiful. So we're gonna set this eyelet. There we go. Now I know that I want like this piece here to be my front panel. So I'm gonna start working on that now. And I'll try and put something underneath this so that it's kind of standing up for you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so what I want to do is I want to have like a word and then kind of a cluster over here on the side. Now it is a kind of a tiny space, so what I'm going to do is actually flip the boxes around for now so that the ribbon's not in the way and it's not going to get stuck in the glue. So I kind of want to use that piece there. I'm going to stitch it as well. I think it'll be really cute. I'll show you how I stitch things up. And I want to get into the flowers because they're quite petite. So they're going to accent well on this really little piece here. So I want to choose a color that's going to look good with this. Like some of these, that's a nice one there, but it's just going to be a little too dark, too dark. I think that's too big. But I do like the idea of having those kind of watercolory ones. I think they look really cute. I like that because it's pulling in that darker color as well. I know what I kind of want, like a nice, like that. That's too big. That's perfect, but it's just that little bit too big. So okay, we'll do that, and then I'm going to also layer on. I know straight away I want to layer this piece on. I love using vellum as a base for my projects because I find that it makes it, okay. I find that it just adds a little bit of detail, and I know I want to use this love word, but I want to stitch it. So I will wait to stitch that until I've got those pieces ready to go. So I think I will use that one, kind of sneak in that dark color. This here is actually going to be like the kind of the side piece because I don't want it all there, and I want a little animal, I think is what I want to go with. So I'll have a look at the chipboard and see if there's an element that I like. I think I'm going to go with the goose because it's a neutral color and it's going to bring kind of a central eye with this because right now it's very busy because there's a lot of pink going on. So what I like to do is I always peel the stick off of my chipboard. I always do that. That looks good. I like that. The reason I do that is because when, you know, you have these things in Happy Mail and you have your shred and stuff, it will always stick to the back of it. So you'll always have a piece of shred sticking out. Whereas if you pull the chipboard off, if you pull the stickiness off of the chipboard, then you won't see it and it will look a lot nicer, I find. So they look good. I'm going to stitch the love word and I'm also going to stitch that pink oval piece. I think that will look really cute stitched. Got that one stitched, and then I'm going to straight stitch this. Now when you're stitching chipboard, what you need to do is you need to pull off between, I would say, about 5 layers of the chipboard, otherwise it's going to hurt your machine. Now, because I've got some long nails at the moment, I do have to use my my cutting knife to do that, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in my sewing machine now and do a straight stitch. And see, it just adds a little bit of extra detail. Like, I didn't go perfectly straight there and I kind of didn't get the perfect bend style, but again, it's very cute. And I did also just stitch the word. Okay, so while I was stitching, I thought I have this container of Stamens that I think I bought maybe 2 years ago, and like, I do use them, but they're not my go-to, so I think I would use some. And you know, the marigold's very flowery, so I think it'll look quite cute. What I do is I make a cluster of 3 like this, and I don't make them line up with each other. Then I fold it in half, like so, so you've got a nice detailed piece. Then down the bottom here, I'm going to take some hot glue, like so. Then I just wrap the hot glue around like that, and then I take my finger and I just twist. And then that'll seal it together. So I'm just going to put this in with my cluster. Good. Okay, so I think the first thing to do is to get these floral pieces on. So what I'm going to do is just put a dot of hot glue and then push it down. This is very tricky. Although this piece is very fun, it's a bit hard to film how I'm embellishing it. So then what I'm going to do is start to just put a little bit of glue on the side and then slide it in. A little bit of glue, slide it in. Now I do want this to be able to sit flat. I don't like this piece anymore, so I am just going to use the vellum piece. Vellum doesn't love to get hot glued. I find it warps a lot, so do be careful with that. And I'm also going to pop this little stamen in there as well, so I'm just going to put some hot glue on there and lift up the leaf and kind of push it in. I will say the one benefit of having nails now is I can use them to stick stuff down and I don't feel it because they're not, you know, they're nails, they're not my skin, which is probably good because I was using my skin a lot and that was not a good thing. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the word on, but I do want it on some foam because I want it to stand out. These words here I made using my Cricut, so I just designed the word piece and then did an overlay. I think that they're so cute, and you know, because it's with a Cricut, you can, well, like a die, similar to a die. If you don't know what a Cricut is an automatic die cutting machine, so you can design your own dies, or you can purchase dies. I like to design my own, and then you have the words here. So I've made lots of different 3D projects, so they're very fun. So I'm going to pop this word here over to the side and just squish it down. Good. I'm going to pop my piece on here, just put some hot glue on. Stick it down, and then we'll have our little duck. Now because she's resting on a piece, I'm going to need to put a little bit of foam tape there. There we go. She's looking cute. And now I do want to add some pom-poms to soften this. Right now it looks a little bit harsh, so I just keep my pom-poms in a glass jar like this. And the colors that I want to go for, wish I had a mini one of those. They would look good. I'm going to go with a pink. I have like a dark pink down the bottom here. I'm going to go with a pink, and I think maybe a green to kind of pull in some of a new colour, because otherwise it's very much just pink in your face, overwhelming. So I am going to do green. Now I'm also putting a charm dangle on here, so that's also going to be another place where your attention will be facing. I'm gonna have to re-glue this piece. Cute, cute. Okay, so now we can turn it around and have our cute little trims showing as well. I will be tucking them down behind here because I don't want them to be flying out. So a good way to do that is just to take like a dotting tool or something with a straight edge, basically like a soft edge, to do that. Okay, so now I need to figure out what dangle I want to go with. I'm going to make my charm off camera just because they take a little bit of time. If you are interested in seeing like process video, craft with me video on making a dangle, let me know and I can film that for you, but I'm going to make this off camera and then I will come back to you. Okay, and here is the finished product. So I haven't filled it yet, but I will just show you kind of like a close-up of everything. So here is the embellishment cluster that we did at the front. We've got our nice stitch word laid up with our vellum, and then our little cute goose duck cluster here. And then we've got our ribbons on the front, and then this is my little dangle that I made. So it kind of just hangs off the side like so it would just kind of sit like that. But I love it. I'm so happy with how this looks. And in the back we just have our cute little decoration here, and these ones are hanging out because they just had a little bit of interest. But I think this is so cool. I think the carry case as well is really cool. You could use it for lots of different things. You can make little mini cups, and then you just pop them in their spots. So I love this. I think it's so cute. Hope you guys enjoyed this little craft with me. If you did end up crafting with me, send me a photo. I'd love to see what you make, or put your Instagram down below and I can come and check out what you crafted. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy watching me, please leave a like and remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.